there, folks. It's Ashley, AA Farm. It is a absolutely beautiful Saturday in April. I mean, not a cloud in the sky. It's a beautiful, beautiful day the Lord's given us. It is April the 13th. Out here working in the garden this morning. You can see I just got the rows made here for all the rows of vegetables. I usually like to do the rows of vegetables, and then of course doing my different little beds here that y'all seen me work on before. I've actually got these ready. I actually want to put some more potting soil in them, and I keep forgetting to get the potting soil, but I may just let it go as they are and go from there. I have added some turkey litter to these. All of these did get some turkey litter that I had laying over here. Threw some turkey litter in, and they are all ready to go, and we're gonna be planting them here shortly and bring y'all on with me. I actually got some cabbages still growing from the fall. I planted these in the fall and they're still kicking. They got a little small head of cabbage there, and this one's actually got a pretty decent head of cabbage on it. So those are still living from the fall. Got some more cabbages to plant, so like I said, we'll be doing that here shortly. So I want to get the old 130 out. This is sort of labor intensive, this type of gardening, of course, but I guess the reason I do it is to get to use the farmhouse. That's one of my major enjoyments of doing gardening this way, is being able to get out here on the farm all west of Cub, the 130, Super A, whatever, and be able to make these rows and cultivate the garden and all that kind of stuff. So got these laid out. I'm gonna get some fertilizer today when I go to the store. I'll take and lay fertilizer in each one of these furrows. I'll just move along with the bag, and I may bring y'all along just show you what I do with that, but I typically just cut a hole in the bag, and then I'll just walk and carry the bag up and down these furrows here. And once I do that, then I'll come back with the hiller on the 130 and I'll cover them up, and then they're ready to plant. So but got those ready. I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8, about 12 rows here. So the garden's on a little bit of a slant and a curve, so that's why my rows are a little curvy and slanty. So but it works out. I actually come in here and tilled this with the Kubota and the disc. I reckon during my spring break I did that. I come in here and tilled this up one day. So actually the clover actually came up pretty good, if you can see it here. It started coming up pretty good in the garden once the temperature started kicking up. So I let it grow, and then I finally just tilled it under. I had the mulch layer that I had laid down out here, and it disced in, so hopefully I'm adding some organic matter to the soil. I'll probably do that again this coming winter whenever the garden gets done. So done a couple things. Got these the 2 rows here. I got my row of potatoes on this side, got my row of onions on this side, and I tell you, they are the prettiest I believe I've ever had potatoes and onions, other than when I've grown onions in the raised bed. I did some reading. Of course, with gardening, as it is with everything else, it's a learning. You learn every time you do it. And I've done these a lot different than I usually do. As you can see, I do have a mulch layer on these, but I actually only put these, and you can see the little bulb right at the top of the soil, on top of the little hill that I had made. So that's what I read. That's what you're supposed to do, and that's what I've done. With the onion sets, I put them right on top of the ground, just the root portion right in the soil, and that was it. And I'm telling you, they are beautiful onions. All of them thriving as they can. And then with the potatoes, I did some reading on that as well. If you can tell here, I mean, I've never had a stand of potatoes come up like this when I walk down the road, that they are thriving. And what I read on these Of course, I did a hill with these as well, and what I read on these was to plant your potato, your cube or whatever, it's got the eye on it, no deeper than 1 inch in the soil. And that's what I did. I only put these about 1 inch in the soil, and I'm telling you, they have thrived. And then it said put a mulch layer on top of it, and that's what I've done. I took some old straw that we had for Halloween display. It was rotting, and me and my wife brought it out here, and there's potatoes here too. It just, whenever I just healed them, as y'all could tell, it covered them up. So, but that's what you said you wanted to do. You want to cover those potatoes up. You wanted to put the straw layer on there as well to cover it up, and that's what I have done. So, and like I said, this is the best stand of potatoes I have ever had. So very happy with that. I can't wait to see the results of that. I did, I think I did red and Yukon Gold potatoes. So, like I said, that's the best stand of potatoes I think I've ever had, or had in years. So we're gonna see how well that method does. Like I said, y'all seen me earlier, I healed those. I need to put the healer out a little bit further on there next time. I moved them out, as y'all saw, and I need to do that again. I need to move it out a different way. So but anyway, like I said, it's gardening season, and that's what we're out here doing. I'm fixing to go put my healers back on the tractor and put the tractor up, and then I'll be back with y'all, and we'll be planting some sweet potatoes and planting some cabbage. I'm back. I got some Bonnie's hybrid cabbage I'm gonna put in here. I'll do it in one that's already got some cabbage plants already in it. Put these babies down in here. Let the good Lord water them and care for them, and hopefully we'll have some nice cabbage in a couple of months. I was trying to get wanted some broccoli and all that, but I was a little too late going to Lowe's or anywhere like that. I got these at Lowe's. I was a little too late going, and so they were all out of broccoli and some other stuff. Luckily, they still had the cabbage. So anyway, I was able to. I didn't have nothing but the cabbage and the regular tomatoes and all that stuff. Of course, I ain't ready to plant that kind of stuff quite yet. So I did want some broccoli, but oh well. We'll make do with what we got. I got my sweet potatoes to plant. I got the Beauregard sweet potatoes. So I got I think 18 plants here. So I think I'm gonna go in this bed here. It's got a couple of cabbages in it. I'm gonna do those sweet potatoes in that bed, and then I really want to add some soil to the two big tires there. These are a little too shallow, so I think I'm gonna probably go these two planting beds right there with the other sweet potatoes. So let's get them planted. Always have good luck. Sweet potatoes, which we haven't even ate all our sweet potatoes from last year. So we dig them up and put them in our basement. We've got an old basement. It doesn't have any kind of walls or anything, so it works out well. Stays fairly cool and dark down there, and so it works out very good for curing out the sweet potatoes. I got them on a rack down there. I have to show that to you one day. But it works well. Like I said, we ain't even come close to even eating all the sweet potatoes that we made last year. So we'll have to try and eat them up before the end of this season. So we'll be able to put the new in. So get those planted. Hey there, folks. It is about a week later since I last was in the garden working. Just hadn't had any time. Today is April the 23rd, 2024. It's Tuesday. So I'm actually able to get out here finally and be able to get in the garden. And as you have just seen, I put fertilizer down in my rows here, and you can see the fertilizer I just put down a 10-10-10 is all I did, down in my furrow here. It's just the way I like to do it. You give the you put some fertilizer in there, and you come back with the healers, and it'll cover that fertilizer up, and then you get the seeds as they start to grow. The roots can go down and get the fertilizer that it needs. So and then you can come back and side dress this whenever they start, the vegetables and beans and whatever else starts to grow. Then you can do a side dress on it. The good thing about them old farm malls, they actually have a side dress applicator that you can do for it. I wish I had one. So, but I don't even have a side dresser, fertilizer side dresser. So those are pretty neat. Taters and onions are doing good. You see those all on here. I actually put some fertilizer on them. I hadn't put none on them, so I did some side dressing on them just now. Just walked down the road and put some. Like I said, they're doing very good. My stuff in my raised beds is doing pretty good. I had to actually put some water on it. It got to the point to where we were dry. I think it was last Thursday or last Wednesday after I got home from church. Not sure, but one day last week I did have to throw some water to my stuff here in my raised beds. But it is doing good. My sweet potatoes, and I got some squash popping up in these tires here. Carrots and beets, I haven't started seeing a whole lot of them yet, but they're gonna get there. Like I said, you can see here I got some squash popping up here. Sweet potatoes, like I said, are doing good. Plant some strawberries, pick those up this weekend. I'm actually doing something different with my tomatoes. I only got 4 tomato plants, and I put those in some buckets. We'll try growing some in some buckets, trying to figure out where I want to put them. I thought about putting them, got a little awning under my garage right there. I thought about putting them on the drip line there of where the rainwater comes off of the roof of my garage, and also that would give me a place to, I could put me some hooks, some eye bolts or eye screws or something on the inside on that board, and then I could run twine from the bucket up, and that would actually give me a place to do my for the tomatoes to run. So I thought about doing that. I thought about it actually beside the man cave, but actually the more I think about it, that actually probably be a better spot. So I only got 4 tomatoes, so the cabbage and all is doing good. Planted some other ones, they're struggling a little bit, but hopefully they'll bounce back. And I actually planted some, first time ever, planted some Brussels sprouts. So I'm trying my hand at Brussels sprouts. I haven't never eaten Brussels sprouts a whole lot, but we've been going to a few restaurants that actually serve them, and so got a good idea how to cook them now. So I decided to buy and bought a couple of little 6-pack count trays of those, and decided to plant those. So things are coming along. I actually trimmed up the old peach tree here that same day I was out here working the last time. So but anyway, I'm gonna actually close this video out. It's probably getting fairly long. We'll get out here and get the old farm all out here in a minute. Cover these rows up, and then I'm gonna start doing some bean planting and getting some beans in the ground. So I've only got a couple of tires. I think I've got 2 tires and that portion of the one that I put my Brussels sprouts in. That's all I got left as far as raised beds that need to be planted. So I think with my 2 big tires, I'm gonna do okra in those. I usually do pretty good with okra in those raised beds. So, but anyway, like I said, I'm gonna come out here and get out here and put these cover these rows up and start planting some beans and all that. So hopefully this video has been an enjoyable one, excuse me, and maybe even learn something. So I always like being able to learn something on some videos, so maybe it's help somebody who's growing a garden or something like that. So hope all of you are having a great day. God bless each and every one of you. Please give us a like, subscribe, comment, share the videos. Slow down, because it's been slow getting out videos, and I'm sorry about that, but just busy. I mean, it's life, and I am busy with a lot of different things. But hopefully gonna have some videos coming up. But anyway, y'all have a good one. We'll see you in the next one.